Okay, so on questions 3 and 4 are good. We're gonna do these together. It's about parentheses to a power and no parentheses to a power and what that difference is. So here's the difference. On this one, -4 to the second power, that means -4 times -4. So two negatives equals positive, as you know, so it's gonna be positive 16. Now, down here, in fact, let me just change the problem. I'm going to make it -4 to the second power and with no parentheses. See how these are the same, except here there's no parentheses. So is it just going to be positive 16 again? No, the negative just sits there by itself, and the answer is -16 instead of positive 16. That's the difference I want to show you. Why did that happen? Why didn't you repeat the negative twice? Doesn't that 2 mean 2 negatives? No. Good question. When there's no parentheses, so let me write it here. When there's no parentheses, then the power, the exponent, only repeats, right? It's a repeat symbol, repeats the number, not the negative sign. The negative sign is separate. I know we think, no, it's a -4. No, it's really not. It's a negative sign separately, and then a 4 to the second power. So the 4 is repeated, 2 4s, and the negative is sitting separate when there's no parentheses. So the 2, the power only repeats the number, not the negative sign. So that 2 power tells you 2 4s, but not 2 negative signs. The only time it makes 2 negative signs is when there are parentheses. That's clear, right? There's 2 of the entire parentheses, so 2 negative. So what you got to be clear on is, what does a power have power over? When there's parentheses, it has power over the whole thing. 2 -4s, 2 negatives make positive. When there's no parentheses, the power only has power over the number, not the minus sign, right? The parentheses extend its influence. But if there's no parentheses, there's only, the 2 does not repeat the negative, only repeats the 4. There's only one negative sign, -16. So you got to remember that whenever you have a power, if there's no parentheses, that power is only on the number. It does not repeat the negative sign. The negative sign is separate. It's like a separate negative, -1 in the front if you want. Maybe that helped. You can think of it as -1 times 4 squared. So it's -1 times 4 times 4. It's -16. So the negative is a separate number, basically. And the 2 power is only on the 4, unless parentheses extend its influence to be on the whole -4. Then you get 2 negatives and your answer is positive. There we go.